When I was 24, I was diagnosed with a brain tumor. During surgery, they could not get all of the tumor. They could only get 40% of it because I started to hemorrhage. I kept bleeding, and they were having a hard time stopping the bleeding. So they pulled out, and I went into a coma. I had speech problems. I spoke like a stroke victim. I had balance issues that were quite severe. I used a walker. I was then diagnosed with fibromyalgia. I was having eating difficulties. I was having pain difficulties. A few years after that diagnosis, they started sending me to pain clinics. I was put on a fentanyl patch to help manage the pain. It wasn't really helping things. Then it just started a litany of medication use. I've probably been on over 30 medications since my original diagnosis. It made me lethargic. It made me non-responsive to just normal day life. I finally talked to my dad and told him what was going on, and he told me about the news articles that he was reading and the news segments he was seeing on TV about people using cannabis to treat their illnesses. And he had said how he'd wished that it was something I could do, that I could use for treatment. And I said, I do too, Dad, but I live in a state where you can't, that it's just not legal. And he says, I know, but do you really think in all of Utah there isn't any cannabis you can find to try to see if it even works? I was losing my health, I was losing my life. So the give was, it's worth it. It was just so worth it to me to try to see, to exhaust my last avenue. Instantly, within seconds, the nausea subsided. The more I used the cannabis, the more my muscles were starting to relax and I could walk without being in such excruciating pain. 6 months into this experiment, I was amazed. I was just floored that I was making such progress. I had to reconcile what this meant, the drug war for me. What does that mean now? Am I a criminal now? I'm a felon. I'm a felon now because I'm using cannabis to save my life. I've made a complete 180 in my health. I'm able to work out. I go to the gym. Would use handicap parking all the time I never use it. I'm actively participating in my own life.
Utah, you can make a change this year. To find out how, visit dpputah.org. Discover more patient stories and the science behind cannabis with Illegally Healed. 2 words that don't belong together.